Greetings, Apple Stumpers. One of the biggest questions that we've gotten over the years is, what did we replace our Maytag washers with? You can go back to the link, I'll post it at the end of the comments section, and watch that video if you want. It has a lot of traffic, and apparently people are interested in those things. So here we go. We replaced it with a Whirlpool initially, and that one crapped out, so we got an LG. And this is going on 3 years old now. We've had it for 3 years in January, this coming January. It's working just fine. This is not a commercial for LG by any means. Not endorsed, it's not paid for. We don't get any compensation from them in any way for this. So let's start loading it and see what happens. Alright, first let's put the detergent in. Notice that the lid stays up. That's a bonus instead of slapping down on my hands. So I'll put some detergent in. That's enough for about a load right there. And it goes in there. So I usually set it like that so I can let the best amount of detergent drain out of the cap. We'll put dryer sheets in the dryer when it comes time to do that. Okay, so some of these things had stains on them and they've already been treated with a stain remover. So put linens in there, pillowcases, some more linens. And other whites. Probably do this over here, you might be able to see better. And spray that napkin, I think. Okay. Oops. So, I have a napkin stained pretty heavily right here. Looks like it's been sprayed once. I'm going to give it another shot. This is a regular commercial stain remover. Okay. Soft close lid. So turn it on here. Put it on normal. And we want hot water. And press that button. There's a close-up of the control panel, and you can see what it's doing through the glass lid. It's looking to see if the load is balanced, and if it decides that it's not, it'll do some other machinations to balance the load better before it starts washing. You can see we have selected hot water, high speed spin, normal soil, and the signal control lock is on loud, so and turbo wash. Okay, not sure who selected that, but maybe that's automatic with that cycle. Okay, so here it goes. It's balancing, and it says oops, wobbling quite a bit. What it typically seems to do is when the load wobbles as it adds water, it will adjust where the water goes the most, and the close kind of folds down. See, there it's doing that. Now it's adding the wash water. The detergent's already mixed in there. And it doesn't put very much water in there. It's a water-saving machine. So it puts just enough in there to wash the clothes. You can select a higher water level over here where it says deep wash, and it'll fill the tub just about up to the top. So we'll check back with it in a little bit. might notice now that the control panel has told us that it's not going to take 57 minutes. It's only going to take 31. So after it analyzes the weight and distribution of the wash, it decides how much time it needs. So it just put a bunch of water in there, and what it's doing now is spinning the load to balance it better. And once it gets done with that, it'll start washing. And now it has actually started agitating. And you can hear that. Let me see if I can tip this forward. Well, okay, here we go. See some of the action there. Alright, the wash cycle is about done. It just got done squirting some more water in there. Now it's going to agitate some more. Alright, it just started draining the wash water. Here we go. So it spins at a somewhat slower speed and sprays water on the clothes, and then when it's done doing that, it'll switch over to spin. And it just switched over to spin. It says 8 minutes left, that sounds about right. Take a look at the top if we can. And it starts off pretty slow and it goes faster and faster and faster. And pretty soon it'll be really humming along. That's the final cycle. Alright, now it's starting to pick up speed on the spin. And now it's really cranking. You get some idea how fast it's turning. Not vibrating all that much compared to other washers that we've had. So it says it's got only 1 minute to go, and typically that 1 minute includes slowing down and pumping out the last bit of water. See, it's really moving. Okay, it's starting to slow down now. It thinks it's done. And hopefully we have enough battery to get to the end of that cycle. So when it thinks it's safe to open the top, it'll give a signal and unlock. And then we can take the clothes out. I'm going to go ahead and do that and put them in the dryer. And we'll look at the dryer next time. The dryer is a match for this set, so it's also an LG. And there we go. One complete cycle.